Bears fans, I want to know from you, who is your favorite Bears player of all time? For me, it's Devin Hester. I know there's going to be a lot of people saying, what about Walter Payton? Well, I'm not one of those people that names a name of a player when I wasn't alive. I wish I could have watched Walter Payton when he was playing, but I wasn't around in the 1980s. So I'm going Devin Hester, favorite Bears player ever. Maybe it's a current player. Who knows? Drop his name down in the comments. Chicago Bears Now is presented by Manscaped. Get 20% off plus free shipping from all of their men's grooming products with code BEARS20. From head to toe, Manscaped going to have you covered this summer. Okay, let's get into our Bears rumors roundup. The Smokin' Jays make their big-time return today. Could the Bears sign Dalton Risner? Two Smokin' Jays, people are talking. I definitely think it is a possibility, or at least should be a possibility, right? Because the Bears are dealing with injuries to both of their starting guards. Now, we don't know the severity of Nate Davis and Teven Jenkins and what they're dealing with. Matt Eberflus said it's the same injury policy this year. If it's long-term, we'll give you more clarity. If not, we're not going to comment on injuries. We have not heard any details, so you hope it's kind of in that just day-to-day situation, and both of these guys are okay. But I want to discuss this because Dalton Risner, for one, is a pretty solid offensive guard. And look, regardless of how long Teven Jenkins and Nate Davis are out, they are both out right now. And I will mention this as well. Risner did recently visit the Minnesota Vikings, left without a deal. Doesn't mean he won't sign there, but as of now, he remains as the best guard available in NFL free agency. So right now, with Jenkins and Davis not currently fully healthy, again, we'll see at tomorrow's practice if either of those guys practice. The Bears are pretty thin, right? Alex Leatherwood's been getting some work at left guard. Ja'Tyre Carter, Lucas Patrick have been getting some work at that right guard position. And it's great to get some of these guys some reps. But I still think, and I said this before Teven Jenkins and Nate Davis got nicked up, that the Bears' depth on the offensive line leaves a lot to be desired, right? Like Lucas Patrick is serviceable. He can play center or guard. Alex Leatherwood has proven nothing in this league. Maybe the Bears think they can develop him. Who knows? Ja'Tyre Carter was a 7th-round pick last year. The point is, Dalton Risner would help, whether he was a starter or a backup. And again, if Jenkins and Davis are healthy, he would be a backup, but he would be a high-level backup for this football team. Last year, graded out okay. According to Pro Football Focus, his pass blocking was actually pretty damn solid. Didn't have a great year in the run blocking game. Gave up just 3 sacks. Had just 1 penalty in 15 games. But this is a guy who has started several years in his career. I think him and Cody Whitehair might have overlapped a little bit at Kansas State. I would have to go double check that. But Risner did play at Kansas State as well. A lot of experience. Solid guard. I'm sure he wants to start, and while that wouldn't be a guarantee in Chicago, he would be the next man up if one of your 2 guards were to be injured. So I would be interested here. Are the Bears? Tough to say for sure, but in terms of if they want to get the best guard available on the open market with Jenkins and Davis sideline, that would be Dalton Risner. So what do you guys think? Should the Bears go out and sign the veteran guard? Type S for sign or P for pass. Pen comment on today's video. If you get hit with that ad break, go ahead and reply right there. Is the Bears' defensive line better than expected? I'm going to go 2 Smokin' Jays. People are talking, but I think it's too early to tell. We'll explore this coming up here in just a little bit, but I do want to show our sponsor, Manscaped, some love. Cannonball coming this summer. It's not about the size of the cannonballs. It's about the size of the splash, and if you want to splash at the end of the night, get going with Manscaped. It includes the Lawnmower 4.0, the best ball hair trimmer on the market. Going to keep you nice and shaved downstairs. You don't want those sweaty balls. You want to be nice and free when you're running around in this hot summer heat on a day-to-day basis. Those cookouts, they can get gnarly, but if you're nice and shaved down there, you're going to be in a good spot. It also comes with the Weed Whacker 2.0, going to keep those nose and ear hairs trimmed. You get the ball deodorant, the ball toner, the comfortable boxers. It's a great bundle for just over $100. 20% off with promo code BEARS20 at manscaped.com. Go check them out. That link is in the comments and in the description. It's Manscaped. Your balls will thank you. All right. Defensive line. Is it better than expected? Well, according to reports coming out of camp, a lot of reporters have kind of made the point that there's been some pressure on Justin Fields. Like, the defensive line, since the pads have gone on, I would say has outplayed the offensive line based on what we know up to this point. Lots of new faces on that defensive line group, especially at defensive tackle. Thought Adam Johns had an interesting note from Wednesday's practice. He said sacks were called today. Javon Dexter, Dominique Robinson, and Terrell Lewis got on the board. We also heard on the first day of pads especially that the running game was getting stuffed early in that practice before the O-line picked it up a bit. I also want to mention this too. We've heard Terrell Lewis's name quite a bit, dating back to OTAs, and the fact that we're still hearing his name with the pads on, I mean, this is a name we might need to start talking about soon. I haven't updated the defensive line depth chart in a while because it's very much up in the air, plus DeMarcus Walker's nicked up right now, but I think Terrell Lewis is climbing. I think he's someone that's at least in a good position to make this team, if not be a heavy rotation player. But I think when you look at the interior too, with Dexter, with Pickens in the fold as well, they just picked up Bravion Roy. It's interesting with Billings and Justin Jones also. Now, I think it's way too early to make a definitive statement like, is this D-line better than we thought? We're 2 days into padded practices, but I think the interior could actually be solid. And Matt Eberflus type defenses, you want to build inside out. And I know we've been talking about sign an edge. I still think that should be the case. But if the interior is much better, which I do think it will be, especially against the run, then I think if you're at least slowing down the run with your D tackles and your linebackers, then yeah, the pass rush may still not be great, but that's still going to set you up defensively to be much better than you were last year, which was basically the worst defense in the NFL. Don't miss out if the Bears make a roster move. You know what we're going to do? We're going to make a video because that's what we're all about here, keeping you guys up to date with the latest Bears news and rumors. If it's a big roster move, we're going to go live. So subscribe, turn on those notifications. Football is back. We are in the month of August. Okay, next rumors roundup story here. Jordan Love, is he struggling at Packers camp? I'm not going to go full, Bears angle homer guy here, but I'm going to go 3 smoking Jays. It seems pretty likely based on what we're hearing out of Wisconsin. The Athletic reported after Wednesday's practice that Jordan Love is struggling at Packers camp. I think I saw a tweet. I couldn't find it, so don't quote me on this, but one day I think it was either 6 of 14 or it was sub 50% in practice, which that's not great, right? Like that, Justin Fields didn't have a great day the other day, but sub 50%, I don't know about that. What is Love? It ain't Jordan, I'll tell you that. Here's what Jordan Love had to say after Wednesday's practice as well, and he was specifically asked about the red zone struggles. That's been a consistent theme, apparently. He said, it was very frustrating. I think we're all pretty tired of it. Kudos to the defense, but obviously it's disappointing as an offense collectively as a whole. It's definitely an area we need to step up and figure out how we can turn that thing around. Look, let's be honest. Packers fans deserve quarterback purgatory. Just do one season, please. Like, they've had 3 decades of Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. Like, the Bears are trotting out fucking Caleb Haney. Like, I mean, it's unbelievable. Like, get one bad year for Packers quarterback play, please. Like, I don't think it's that much to ask. I'm not even ripping Packers fans. It's just like, it's the most spoiled group that you've had the last 2 decades, by the way. Only 2 Super Bowls, but you're just throwing that out there. But, yeah, like, come on, man. Like, if you're the Bears, you got to be thinking, we finally have the better quarterback in this rivalry. Like, even if Justin Fields ain't the guy, I think he will be. But even if you're in that camp, you got to be thinking he's better than Jordan Love, right? Right? Come on, man. The Packers need at least one bad year of quarterback play, but not bad enough to get Caleb Williams. Like, win 6 games, get the 4th pick. That's perfectly fine. But, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that whole situation. Who's ready to kick Jordan Love's ass in week 1? Type FJL in the comments. You can get the FGBs in there as well. 38 days till kickoff. I cannot wait for the Bears to kick the Packers and Jordan Love's ass. Get the FJLs, the FGBs going, and we'll see you next time.